Alrighty guys, we're going to be jumping right into DarkBlues versus Mr. E. DarkBlues recently placed top 8 at Xeno Saga, getting some fantastic wins, I think most notably over King Arc. So this is just really exciting to see if like DarkBlues can apply. Like, I feel like he's been improving as a player quite a bit recently. Already getting a parry on that falling up air. Really good advantage state already for DarkBlues. Like 44% with like all that culminated chip damage. Mr. E really right now has to mix up the way he is landing on DarkBlues shield, because DarkBlues has already parried that twice. He's like, you know what, you're gonna drift into my shield, you're gonna go in with a falling aerial, I got you with the parry punish. And going for a little snazzy recovery mix and getting Arsene in the middle of his up B. Right now, both of them are like just like playing footsies, like jumping around each other's hitboxes and the respective threat zones and close ranges. Ooh, almost getting the right idea with the shield break, but not totally sure how it functions. I believe he either had to charge it more or space it better. Regardless, he had the right idea. Next time, it's gonna probably work out in his favor. Right now, this is a mostly even game. Ooh, DarkBlues was trying to get a jump in read with the up tilt, but was unable to find it. The really nice punish out of shield because Mr. E drifted in a little bit too aggressively, did not take the time to space that forward air. And right now DarkBlues is just looking to find a way to throw Mr. E off stage and juggle him. Just getting things started, dipping super deep to recover. I love that, just like getting out of Lucina's threat zone. And right now, both of them are just like kind of swinging at each other's respective shields. DarkBlues is trying to wait just a little bit longer until he gets Arsene on deck. He'll be able to get those kills very reliably. But I think a normal Joker back here at this percent and rage will be able to take it. Regardless, Arsene is here. That's going to be a back throw off stage just to get a little bit of stage control. Neutral B for a little bit of chip damage, or perhaps burn a jump if Mr. E had used it at that time. And I'm surprised that the throw didn't kill there. DarkBlues had the right idea to stall a little bit so that he would avoid the up B hitbox, but drifted in a little bit too far into the stage, and as a result did not grab onto that ledge. So DarkBlues is going to be looking for the back here. He's going to be looking for the dash attack. So he's like really patient, waiting for Mr. E to overextend with just about anything. And right now, the more trades Mr. E gets, the more it is in his favor, because the more percent he gets is just really good extra credit for him. DarkBlues trying to push in with dash attack. Mr. E is so smart just to give him a whole bunch of space and like just be ready to whiff punish him at a given moment. And that is going to finally be the stock. That's going to be the F tilt. Mr. E not waiting on the Angel platform, which is normally the play just to stall out Arsene ever so slightly. DarkBlues with the preemptive air dodge, thinking that he was going to get hit with the up B, tried to tech it, but even so, you must always be prepared to do a neutral air dodge. This, like, slowly the gap between E and DarkBlues is widening. DarkBlues needs to find an early kill if he really wants to bring this back. We just played an almost perfect game, and Lucina is somebody who really benefits off of trades. You're gonna find that like much more easier said than done. Like Mr. E's just giving DarkBlues so much respect. He's just like saying wait. He's just like waiting and waiting for him to overcommit. Really nice parry on the side, really nice parry on the guns, and that is going to be the up B. So, DarkBlues with two unfortunate SDs. He just has to be a little bit more emotionally present, a little bit like more like readily available just to like avoid those premature deaths, and then who knows?
Start battle, Joker.
DarkBlues going to be sticking with the Joker, not switching to either of his characters, which could be, you know, his Wolf. That's, I would say, just as much playtime as his Joker. And staying on FD, which is a pick I agree with, because all the times that DarkBlues was dying, was like, it didn't have much to do with the stage. And he was winning a fair amount of neutral interactions as well. Really nice stall in his recovery. Just waiting out Mr. E. But Mr. E's... Oh my god, Mr. E had the right idea. But DarkBlues drifting ever so slightly back past the forwarder. Not even sure how he was able to like connect that. But that is going to be the F smash. I believe that was a 2-frame to close out the stock. And now Mr. E is sitting at a huge advantage, 29% only. The game is starting to slip away from DarkBlues. He needs to find a way to get something started, but with the patience and like slowness that Mr. E is taking the set, he's just forced to like take a hit, you know, and like pace this extremely slowly. Mr. E is just like not advancing at all. He's just like waiting for DarkBlues to overcommit, and that is how he regains center stage. So really, really nice play from Mr. E. He just like doesn't feel pressured. He doesn't feel threatened. And there, I really love the adaptation from DarkBlues there to go run up and grab him, because that is what Mr. E was doing. He was just like waiting in shield at ledge. It's gonna be the F throw off stage, a little bit of damage, a little bit of stage control. Yeah, not much is happening here. Really nice tech chase from Mr. E, actually. I really like that down smash, because that would have covered both attack in place and attack inwards. But that dash attack is finally going to take Mr. E's first stock. 109%, not an undoable deficit, especially because I would argue that Lucina doesn't necessarily get the fastest kills unless it's like at ledge. But at 134%, this is forward air percent, this is back air percent, this is probably up B percentage. But DarkBlues so far off the deep end in the blast zone that the up B is just not going to connect. Really, really nice patience from Mr. E. He was just like waiting. He was like thinking, okay, what is DarkBlues going to do after the down throw? Because normally the mix, like normally the place to go for down throw up air. And as a result, I believe he was able to get a little bit of a bigger punish than he normally would. More use of the down gun to try and get Mr. E, and in the meantime it just deals some really, really nice damage. Mr. E trying to get the shield coverage with the neutral B, which just allows him to recover safely back to stage. I would have thought that he didn't have enough drift to make that back. And that is going to be the F smash to take the game in the set. I feel like Arsene actually worked towards Mr. E's advantage, because it kind of made DarkBlues' recovery a lot more linear. So it's just a little bit unfortunate that that is the way the set goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way it happens. Oh, and thank you to John Fortnite Kennedy. You are the Falco main. I remember you. Thank you for the subscription. It is much appreciated.